enjoy the show. I want to see too.
Lugnutz.
Can I have the GTR for 2 days? Yeah. I know it's $100 extra a day.
Yes, I care very much about you. Stay over there and don't talk. They're working on the Jetsons. Everyone is working on the Jetsons.
The Honda Type R pickup truck is here.
It says Matt Engine stuff.
So we are live. Whew. This is a Perch Hangers and Wall Hangers Media Network production of
Buffering. Lugnutz.
Lugnutz. Yes, the only automotive car podcast that brings you all the latest in the news. And I, of course, am Matthew Bucarell, the Madman. This is Big Brother Stephen Bucarell. And over to my right is one Mr. Hero of Time, Link Diablo Bucarell.
Yes, today we've got a lot of great stuff for you. We have auto show highlights. We have Nissan wants you to subscribe, Cadillac wants you to stop driving, and Honda needs you.
Here you see PJNWH.com, where you can see one video I literally just released, which is Matt Plays Bright Memory. Zhang Zhongcheng is a one-man developing team where he put out this great first-person shooter, which at points actually compete with the AAA titles. And then, of course, you see one thing that we both did. Spoiler alert, Sonic the Hedgehog up there for your audible listening pleasure.
It was a really good movie. You should go see it.
Absolutely. And then you see Triforce and last week's Lugnutz on our page. Contact us here if you have any input.
So, for our first story, you have a subscription service for TV. There's several of them. Nissan wants to jump the gun ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
And they'd like you to pay $6.99 a month to drive.
And no Kevin Gunn about this, but Nissan is giving
they have
you
two programs. They want a subscription service, so you can automatically switch between vehicles. There might be
nice.
more photos below. If there's not, we'll just go up to the...
No, that's just the description of that.
So they have, for $6.99 a month, you can choose up to a new car a day. For $6.99 a month, you can switch. They have everything covered from the Leaf to the GTR. But with the GTR, there's a little bit of a fee.
Little catch there.
So for $6.99 a month, what they mean is Altima, Rogue, Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Pretty much a little bit of everything that you may want.
Yes.
The Altima for the full-size sedan, the Rogue, that's the crossover sedan, and then the Pathfinder, that's your SUV. Looks like a mom-mobile minivan, and then the Frontier is the truck.
No Sentra, no Versa.
Small bed truck. Nobody cares about them, apparently.
Yeah, the smallest car they offer is the Altima.
Yeah. We're giving you
no Versa.
Well, technically,
I like a nice.
Technically, it would be the Leaf. Would be the smallest car.
Well,
but maybe, that's electric. Boogie woogie.
Maybe a little bigger than that. But for $8.99 a month or $900 a month, you can choose between the Leaf Plus, not the regular Leaf, the Leaf Plus.
The Plus.
Maxima, Murano, Armada, Titan, and 370Z.
Ooh.
For an additional fee of $100 a day, you too could drive a GTR, which is not bad. There will be a $4.95 membership fee. You'll have unlimited vehicle switches, one a day. You can't drive a Z in the morning and then switch to a Leaf in the night.
Well, yeah, keeping it one.
They're not going to like it if you do that.
But they're including anything you may need: insurance, maintenance,
delivery, cleaning, insurance, roadside assistance, regular maintenance, all sorts of stuff. The program has not yet made money anywhere, so that probably means it's a really good deal for you, especially if you think of insurance.
So Megan Kinney's watching and says she's not a fan of the program. ... But who the hell wants to drive a Leaf?
Yes,
that's a very good point, Megan. Still, I will criticize.
It says regular maintenance.
So if you jump a curb and pop the tire, you're paying.
That won't be covered.
Yeah,
but most regular, as long as you come in.
Yeah, if you don't damage the car, Your maintenance is covered for any of the, transmission.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be nice to switch every now and then and get like something that has a bed.
Well, even still, you're doing a project around the house. Hey, deliver me a Frontier tomorrow. I'm doing some work over the weekend. And then dropping it off for a 370Z. And then saying, you know what? I got the high school reunion next weekend. Hey, can I have the GTR for 2 days? Yeah. I know it's $100 extra a day. I know. It's fine. And being able to
you look good.
Really stuck on that.
I was skeptical up until they said it includes insurance, roadside assistance, cleaning, delivery.
Yeah.
Delivery, not such a big thing. I don't really care. You have to take the other one out.
Well, I mean, whether you have to go to your driveway or a Nissan dealer.
It is nice. They're also going to set up other programs like this at Cadillac and the other dealerships. They're going to try it, but it's probably not going to last if it hasn't made any money. Gonna have to find
this is kind of like the Frontier, pun intended, with whether other auto manufacturers are going to do that.
Yeah, I think it hasn't made money yet because it's not a good idea.
Yeah, no, it's not a good idea. But
Americans like to own a car.
Yeah, I mean, even leasing.
The other one.
Yeah, oh, right. We're not on that show yet.
That's in a little bit.
We're not on Triforce yet. We're on a different show.
This is a
right
different
down there.
show. We talk about cars.
Yeah. So what's Ford doing?
Okay. Ford wants to offer insurance.
Okay.
Discount insurance. This is the only photo.
All right.
On things like the car above, all they want to do is monitor your every move.
Okay.
That's all they want to do.
So they just want to watch everything you're doing.
Every single thing you're doing, every speed, every time you put gas in it, everything.
For lower insurance. Doesn't Progressive already do that?
Yeah. It's
So
also
this is
just a
Ford.
reason to look at the Mustang.
Yeah.
There. It's a nice looking car.
Scroll up a little bit so it goes over my head. There we
Yep. See when you're driving at night, stuff like this. Let's see what Chevy's doing with their first mid-engine car. Well,
Okay.
their first mid-engine Corvette. I think this looks pretty good. Let's see if the photos bring you anywhere nice. It should. It did yesterday.
What? No accounts. No. Stop it. Advertisement rape.
No means no.
So we're just gonna restart that tab.
We're gonna try that again.
So what's the Chevy?
So let's just stay here and just zoom down because it don't want us
so
to.
what's the Corvette doing?
The Corvette. This is their first mid-engine supercar. I'll call it a supercar. It's not a hypercar. It is now for pre-order. Those are the big boys they're trying to compete with.
Mm-hmm.
It will go 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds.
Little Red Rocket.
Yes. I think it looks good, and it should be a very valuable car because it's the first mid-engine Corvette. They've never done that. They've done
And that
other
interior
things.
there. I mean, even giving you a place to plop your cell phone down there. That
It
is
is
weird.
I'll tell you, I like it from here. It doesn't look like there's such a wall. The other Corvette was like, yes, I care very much about you. Stay over there and don't talk.
Okay, so now we're going to give you a triangle to see who's in your passenger seat.
This, much better. I see you. You're not important.
I don't
I'm
physically want to
driving.
talk to you. I
That
don't wanna
looks
have any
way
visual.
smaller than the
Yeah.
they were going for like we're astronauts drove this just to make it look like the space shuttle for a while.
Yeah, and then you see the view.
the mid engine.
You're not
It's
putting
very exciting.
You're not putting any luggage in
So
that
you
trunk.
you could put in there like a
singular lacrosse
a
stick?
singular can of Chef
Chef Boyardee.
something.
Yeah. Chef
Pastas.
Boyardee and a lacrosse stick. would
Yes,
fit in that
maybe.
trunk. Yeah.
But it's not really made for luggage. You should. Oh,
Yeah.
oh!
There
And
you
if you
go.
put the top down, it's
put
not.
the
It's
top
not
in
for your luggage is gonna get.
No, it's just for the top of the car. Okay, so in case you want to be, feel the wind in your hair,
There's
that seam right there.
someone Yeah. Let's just move on to the next story.
Still
and ignore
looks
bad
very
scenes.
NSX to me. You know what I mean?
It does. It looks, but very core. They didn't try and steal it too much.
True.
Maybe with the scoops, but that's
they have
probably
a
the
little
only
bit
way
of
they can keep it cool.
the old Corvette in there with the look, but it still kind of looks NSX to me.
This is a story about Cadillac. This should be a story about Cadillac, believe it or not.
Looks like
Cadillac doesn't want you to drive, and they're working on autopilot for cars. It will steer, brake, throttle, do hand reminders, track the center lane for hours without driver input. They want to take the driver out completely for all the boring bits in the center there.
I mean, it's a very nice looking dash. But
They have a comparison when you go, and not how much would you pay for this option?
I wouldn't. But as a typical American,
Let's say you're wealthy.
let's say I'll say 60.
$5,000 option.
Wow.
It has a camera and radar GPS tracker for all your needs, so you can play all the.
And your steering wheel lights up right there. Oh, hey, you're not paying attention. Yeah, I know, car.
Yeah.
Thanks, kid.
Whereas if you go down, they have the Tesla, where they don't want you to have to. With the Tesla, apparently, you have to keep touching the wheel to let you know. There's the inside. It doesn't look bad.
I mean, you have the big
Oh, it's
screen. Once again, they're still keeping a shift knob, which I appreciate. Aircon separate from the controls on the Navi and everything, which I like. It's very simplistic, very sharp, like a Cadillac should be.
Now, it
Very
looked like in
edgy.
the other picture, the dash was blue, and this one, it looks white. You might be able to change that.
Well, probably.
That'd be nice.
But
So they do a comparison to Tesla where you have to. No, it's not. There
Tesla.
you go. Tesla's version of autopilot, you have to continuously remind it by touching the wheel and shaking
That
it,
is
letting
an
it know
iPad.
that you're here. That is a very futuristic look.
no wonder
Looks
you can
like-
play games on that shit.
Yeah. What's the Seth Star Trek show?
Orville.
Orville. Looks like it was pulled right from the Orville. That's what an Orville shuttle would look like.
Yeah.
So, but whereas the Teslas come with it, Cadillac would like you to pay $5,000 for the
Well,
name.
of course. It's, convenience,
Unlike our next story, Honda cares about you and your opinion.
That one? Or no?
Sure, let's see what that says. Clearly, I didn't write that down.
Some of the best self-driving safety tech is in a Subaru.
All right, maybe that's why I found it so shocking. So shocking, I didn't write it down. Let's look at Popular Mechanics did a story on the safety of Subarus.
Even worse, autopilot. Pretty
Self-driving
much
and autopilot with the mislabeled. They're working on the Jetsons. Everyone is working on the Jetsons. That's why I picked this story.
Yeah, so
Cadillac, luxury cars are working on it. Autopilot coming to a theater near you.
So none of those are new, but it's remarkable to have these things as standard on a $23,000 new car. That is the thing. Yes,
That is really amazing. I don't believe that it
Autopilot-
will autopilot yet.
Yeah.
If you're on a highway driving across the state, that I could see.
Well,
a
even
little
look at what they
autopilot.
have here on this Subaru. Lane departure warning.
Uh-huh.
They have something to watch your blind spot, collision mitigation. They have lane departure.
yeah.
They have all these optical sensors and everything. So, yes, you are getting in that realm. Now, putting the technology out there, Elon Musk and other industries have said that Elon is like 6 years ahead of where they are. That's Elon. Other manufacturers, like even Subaru, putting some kind of autopilot, like even if it's just for the highway use, on there would be immense, especially for like a $23,000 starting model. That's putting the technology in the masses.
Absolutely. Now let's see the story I thought I was leading.
Now
into.
the story he thought,
Honda is asking you for your opinion.
Yeah? No way.
Yeah, you don't say. We have bloopers.
On the S2000, I heard.
Yes, they listed the parts catalog. For all you people who love cars and love that little hot convertible,
Yeah.
they want to know what parts they should use. What would you prefer? They want your opinion.
Something reliable.
Hashtag S2000 parts catalog. So they're soliciting for your opinion.
On their parts.
Yes.
Now, if anybody else told you to look at their parts, that would sound weird. But somehow
Honda, it seems totally fine.
It seems
Look,
comforting.
these are the parts that we're going to use.
Yeah.
Car guys of the world, please
Yeah, please, look.
review this. Tell us where we can improve.
That's
gotta respect
very noble.
I may not be able to afford one, but you know. Up next, we have a special story. Not that one.
Not the Honda truck.
Did I do it?
The Honda Civic Type R truck?
No, we were going to do the other PowerPoint thing.
Wow, there wasn't anything there. But yeah, we're on the Civic there.
Okay, we'll do this one. They, in UK,
That's a UK thing.
in Swindon, they took a Honda R-Type and they turned it into a pickup truck.
Okay.
Have you ever wanted a Honda R-Type and a pickup truck in the same
It's
time?
very Subaru Baja-like.
Yes,
Especially
these
after-
people took it and they said, I need...
Have you ever been going on the way to the
I need
to the
to see
drag
the world.
strip or the racetrack and find that you need to pick up some peat moss and topsoil? Well, have no fear. The Honda Type R pickup truck is here, and we will soothe all your needs with diamond plating on the back trunk area so that you can handle all your hard needs.
Well,
in the
speaking
yard.
of hard, they plan on taking it around the Nürburgring, so it'll be very hard.
It'll be one of the fastest trucks ever.
Up next, we have a story. Oh, well, it almost looks normal from the front.
So the PowerPoint?
Yeah, let's go to the PowerPoint down the bottom here.
All right, so we'll go to the power.
Up next, we have a special story on something we saw at the auto show.
Yes.
When we were at the auto show, we saw, as you see here, the Range Rover Evoque. As in the picture, you can see the door handles that are all
Pushed in.
Get
Your shit pushed in.
So let's see what they have in terms of the engine. Here's what I kind of find is funny about an SUV. And the next picture, this is where you read it and find what's going to be funny in the next picture. They're using a 4-cylinder engine.
Yeah.
A 4-cylinder, 2-liter. That's my car. That's my compact car.
With a 4-cylinder.
And they think you're going to be able to tow a trailer.
And they think you're also going to be able to pop open those door handles in the northeastern winter when the ice is on there.
And keep the paint on anywhere near there? No.
That door handle's going to break off.
Yeah. So let's give a look. But they
Look at
do
that.
offer a lot of colors that other people don't.
If
They
you're
offer
colorblind. If you're colorblind, they offer a lot of colors. Let me
brown, they have
gray and
gray.
Oh, they got
gray.
a red. Forensic red.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
They also have gray.
Cell pearl silver.
Three
white.
3 different colors of black, which one of them is gray.
Edger gray. Santorini black.
What do I have?
Kaikouri stone. Forensic red. Cell pearl silver. And Yulong white. Who do you think they're targeting with these colors?
Why can't we just call it red?
They have to have their special colors.
What color do you want it? I want it red. I want a green one.
No, we don't do green.
Blue one. No blue. There's
No blue.
no blue.
Here, have Edger gray. Yeah, that's where we're at.
They do have a spacious looking interior, I guess.
So the infotainment system.
They have it's infotainment. It will entertain you with infotainment.
Yeah,
a
a lot of places
heads-up
have that.
display, which is probably a very expensive option.
It's actually a very standard option right now,
And
especially
here,
along
the
luxury
next-
lines.
Yes, this should lead us to our video.
So this video was in...
This video we took at the auto show, and we were shocked at, like, right where you can see it there. Pause it.
Here we see...
Here it looks kind of thick, but if you see the top part, the light gray part,
Yeah.
oh, does that look so flimsy? That thing...
Yeah, it looks like it's going to break.
I have a normal Nissan next for comparison. It's a little... Here, let's play the rest of the video first.
The rest of that beautiful bean footage. Oh,
So, big opening in the center.
Right.
Underneath, it's like an L
Yeah, so that button
that holds
probably
it on.
secures the handle in there.
You probably have to go out. Close that.
And
However you got that up the first time. Not the ugly thing.
and then
Here on a normal Nissan,
completely normal.
totally, next slide
Look.
so we can focus.
Normal.
It does
Nissan.
have, those look like, I may be slightly biased a lot, a handle you're going to be able to open.
Biased why? Because you own a Nissan.
And I've owned mine since 2013 and the handle is still opening.
Yeah,
Can you
it's
say
not
that
going to
about your
flimsily
Range Rover?
break off in a northeastern winter like some other Land Rovers. But the Nissan Altima here, it definitely has normal door handles.
It does not. Can we go back and look at that?
Yeah.
This was.
It does not have normal
It
tires.
does not have normal wheels, but the door handles are totally normal.
But in a northeastern winter, you will be able to open that door and get around with those tank treads.
And you might not be legally allowed to drive on some roads.
No, it would have to be a state of emergency, but you'd still be getting around when everybody else is stuck.
You probably can't. You probably can't switch that over immediately.
No, even when somebody else is struggling with their door handles, you'll be able to get inside yours. So here we have a normal car, at least, the 2020 Honda Accord. The 2020 Accord we show here, we saw at the auto show, and I went over everything here. This is the base model, which is a 4-cylinder, 1.5 liter.
For a car, totally normal.
26 to 35 highway mileage expected.
192
from the EPA,
horsepower.
which is
That's nice.
normal.
35 miles. You'll probably get about
192 foot-pounds of torque.
28.
Essentially, this is your common go-getter, all right? If you're not really interested in power, you just like all the other features that the Accord has. They have a load of different trim levels with the 4-cylinder and the V6. So you can have everything you want. It's pretty lengthy, 192.2 inches, but it's the Accord. It's a nice interior. You look at that interior, that's spot on.
That is a spot on quality Honda interior. I do. I really
nice big screen.
I really like the interior.
Aircon separate from the screen. I like that because you don't know what's going to go on with that screen. Extreme heat of the Northeast summers out there in the Midwest.
But it is Honda, so you should probably expect quality.
So here we see the video that I have. That's the 4-cylinder engine that they had on the auto show floor. Very compact, very tight, but airbox right in front.
It does.
Yeah,
it looks like a
great.
very precise engine. I wouldn't mind going in that.
Yeah.
You'd be able to find whatever you need.
Well, it's still a bitch to work on, but everything.
Which is why I go to the dealership.
Very, very light as well. So
Ooh, is that Bill Murray?
that is Bill Murray. Bill Murray's aside. The 4-cylinder engine is a good entry point to it, to where you see this interior. It's very Honda, very simplistic, very minimalist, and you have all the controls that you need, and you go to the races in them.
Minimalist, but quality.
And that's what we have for that. But that was our little slideshow for our.
It also has a front lane assist sensor. We thought was interesting in the front of the bumper. It has that lane assist sensor, which the
lane assist will have to.
It looks like a good idea, but it looks like the first snow that thing's gonna get caked up.
And you're gonna get a lot of warning lights. So looking at the best looking and possibly most expensive Toyota ever.
Here we have the most expensive Toyota ever. The picture's the only reason why
I know, but there was an ad. Very nose car looking.
Yes. This is the Toyota 2000 GT. It is going to auction. It is the very first Toyota sports car. There were 351 of them made, only 62 left. 2-liter, 150 horsepower, 5-speed, manual.
There you go.
The last one went for $1.5 million. I think it's a sharp little car.
That it is. That
Classic
it is.
style. It just doesn't go out of the way.
Closing the ads before they happen.
That's where Julie starts.
So, I mean, especially for a nice little Toyota, that's not a model that you're going to see very often. It's a very nice one to add to your collection. If you're
I
a
love
classic
a nice classic car to know there. Some of them are still going on.
Acura.
Acura released the mobile game. Here it is.
As the guy that worked for Acura, I'm very surprised at this.
It's called Beat That.
Okay.
You have a selection of cars.
You need an app, man.
A 1991. Well, you got on it, man. For that guy, they got an app.
This is not the app you're looking for.
You can choose. It's in 160 countries.
Yeah.
According to Honda. Honda, this is why we love you. You can choose from the 91 NSX, the Integra R-Type,
Nice.
the ARX-05 race car, and the Type S.
Nice, man. Nice choices. And
Very,
very retro looking.
very 8-bit going on.
They barely had to spend any money on it, and I guarantee you people will buy it just because of the classic kind of Acuras that are available.
I didn't write down whether it's free or not. You probably have to pay for it.
Beat that across all social networks. I would assume that.
Check it everywhere apps are sold.
Yeah, it's all.
I don't care about 8.
Whatever.
We've gone beyond 8 bits for this story.
It's in the game store and Instant Games on Facebook, so it still doesn't say whether it's free or not.
It's probably not.
On that
It is.
bombshell,
Good for you. On that bombshell, we now have a story about something else.
the BMW.
Ooh, that's a sharp-looking BMW. They got a brand new grill and they unveiled it here. What do you think of their brand new grill? It has a 2.4-liter, 400 horsepower EJ25 engine. They specifically stated the engine number.
It
which I
looks
thought
like
was
one
funny.
of the rejected concept art from Angry Beavers, with those bucktooth grill.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten over that. The rest of the car kind of makes up for it.
Looks like a bucktooth kid who has a secret, who's secretly spying against you.
Yeah, but
Because he has those beady eyes.
all BMWs kind of have that look, but I kind of like it. It's shapely. It's got that nice
Kind
curve.
of insect looking when you take into account. There's probably
Hood
fog
curve.
lights that are there, but that it's very. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I love those
But
rims.
still. Oh, yeah, the
I
rims
love
are
those
nice.
rims. Those rims are real.
It is
Yeah.
just a sexy car.
Nice coupe.
Absolutely.
Nice 2-door coupe. Yeah, man.
So they unveiled a new grill. They have that going for them.
Okay. Anything else about it?
No, I just wanted to look at the grill. It's a really nice new grill, and we got it coming. For
Fair
a
enough.
car you'll see in Westchester.
So Subaru, what are they doing?
Oh, Subaru has a 400 horsepower Boxster Turbo for 2021, a major upgrade.
There we go.
What do you think of Subaru's new WRS?
WRX STI.
STI.
It looks like they copied off of Elon Musk's homework with the Cybertruck. It's like, oh, clearly this is what you want for the future. Not necessarily.
You know what? You know what? I like it. It's like a blank canvas for people to like do their own modding and creative and car guy.
I mean,
apps.
despite
I
the
like it.
bland side, the lack of body side,
That
things,
is for all your advertisements you're going to need by buying this
it's
car.
very futuristic.
For all the races you're now going to win.
It's very futuristic. Look, don't get me wrong, but
That's actually why I like it.
it's a little bit out of place for me, I guess.
It looks like it has Let's hope it'll have.
I feel like
handles.
we should have more reliable internet before we get futuristic looking fucking vehicles like this.
You have to pay for that. It has not come to our neighborhood yet.
Japan's getting like 100 gigabyte download speed per second download speed, so why can't we have that if we're getting this?
They also don't have free speech.
Oh, well, there you go. 2.4 liter boxer engine.
Yes,
Turbo.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, man. So, nice looking Subaru, especially if you're an SDI.
It's definitely different, and we know
If you're a
from concept
cyberpunk
cars,
Blade Runner fan, probably.
now, you know what? From all concept cars, it's not going to look like that. They're going to smooth it out a bit and
they'll fudge it.
pansy it up a bit.
Yeah.
I like it.
In the next story,
Looks like this. Mazda has an amazing new engine,
that
apparently.
nobody's buying.
Yes. Sky Active Engine. They have a brand new engine I thought was important. It is and they have the top safety pick. Oh, it has engine stuff. It says matte engine stuff. There's apparently a story we need clarification.
Matte engine stuff. That might be the title of the podcast.
I think it was that part up there. Something.
So the secret of it, give any advantage, however, the amazing Sky Active X engine, thanks to the spark plug controlled compression ignition technology. The Sky Active X engine combines spark ignition of the gasoline with the compression ignition of the diesel engine, resulting in improved performance and reduced emissions. Mazda's revolutionary Sky Active X is offered with a new Mazda 3 and the CX-30, but hasn't been as successful as Mazda has hoped sales-wise. So, Japanese auto manufacturer predicted 35% of the Mazda 3s and 30% of the CX-30s sold would be equipped with the Sky Active engine, but publication reports that only 4% of the Mazda 3s have been installed and only 2% of the CX-30s have it. So not a lot of people.
So what are they talking about with the compression stuff?
Essentially, you're just controlling when the spark happens to efficiently combust all of the fuel and the air in the combustion chamber. Diesel engines have maximized that because there's no spark. It's just through compression that you're getting that combustion. So it's just a more accurate way of controlling the spark. That's essentially what it is.
You can now control your spark all over the place.
But not the all spark. That's different. That's
Not the
coming up in the
All-Spark.
Triforce. The all spark. Nobody's buying that, but they are buying Mercedes. They always do.
This is a classic
Is that a
Mercedes.
Mercedes Hearst?
No, it's a V12 wagon, and I thought it was awesome looking, and I had to include it.
Okay.
It has 500, and this is something that they sold. They built it in 1996, and they sold it on the floor with a 7.3 liter V12 engine that produced 565 horsepower.
Here's my problem.
As a family car.
Here's my problem.
There are only 2,500 left.
This right here. You took a Mercedes that had that engine in it, and then you just stole that off a Ford Taurus that was a wagon, and you welded it to the frame. That's what you did.
No. That's actually.
That is just ridiculous.
I think it's got a V12. A V12. There's only 2,500 left. Snatch these up now. That's an awesome looking sleeper.
You know, that's like saying, yeah, he has leprosy, but he has a 12-inch dick. I don't care.
If you like, I will admit I don't like the rims on that one.
No, ugly.
They're not good, but
No.
but the car kind of looks amazing.
Well, you got a V12.
It has a V12.
Okay.
Up next is a story of hope.
And one of the Holy Trinity, Jeremy Clarkson.
He's not making more Grand Tour, but he's got something even better. He's got a farm show called I Bought a Farm.
He did buy a farm. He put it on his show regularly.
He has a show called I Bought a Farm. He's filming it
right,
now, apparently.
Right.
So
nice.
we have that. That's just because I like Jeremy Clarkson.
Good job, Jessica. So he's got a show.
All right, James May, what are you doing? Show? No?
Besides another edition of James
Okay.
May Goes to Japan, Our Man in Japan, which is an awesome show you need to watch. It's awesome. This one I
Up
spotted.
next, we go to the future from the past.
Yeah, this one I spotted a while ago, but essentially,
Would you say we're going back in time?
back in time. That's all I could say because of copyrights. But the original DMC-12 is being remanufactured.
This is the original DeLorean.
Yeah, with some modern day amenities, so
Like an engine that starts?
like Navi, Bluetooth, and
Okay.
up to a 350 horsepower engine.
That will start?
Yes, supposedly.
They're not going
20
with an original engine.
21st century headlights, so you can get better headlights than that. And yeah, man, all the DeLorean greatness.
Whoa. Does it come with a special edition Back to the Future model?
No, but you get doors that do that.
All right.
So, did they mention how much these were in the article? I didn't actually get to that point. But classic DeLorean, but with
DeLorean prices.
And this was a cool little feature, I think. Right there, manual.
That,
I hope
that
they keep
is
the manual
what they
in.
had on the original.
Yeah, I hope they keep the manual.
They might not.
You never know, especially with the newer engines in there. Maybe they feel like, maybe give me some
But
controls.
if you look at the whole car, I could see it, them like taking it and going some
and then
sort
getting
of
all that updated, like
all that.
give me a big ass tablet in the center.
Yeah, all those stretch marks.
This needs a tablet.
We need some
Hey,
stretch marks in our car.
Stretch marks are
Hey, that's where the tire was.
stretch marks are beautiful when it comes to a car,
Okay.
and women too. Look at the engine. Oh man, look at that tiny little engine. But they're going to be fitting in a 350 horsepower engine into that.
Yeah.
And 30-day public comment period. Essentially, they're waiting for the national.
350 horsepower, 3.5 liter V6.
So essentially, they're waiting for legislation to pass, and they've been dragging their feet with the legislation, but they are hopeful that they will get this pushed through, and you'll get your 3.5 liter V6 or whatever engine they end up putting in there into the DeLorean, and you'll be able to rebuy it, man. I bet a bunch of collectors and Back to the Future fans will be getting their updated DeLorean soon. So
If it works, it would be a cool car to see driving around.
well, we'd have to go back to the future to find out if we went there to begin with.
You'd probably still get there and wouldn't be able to get back because the fucking thing wouldn't start.
So we got a list.
We love to end off with a nice list.
2019 Editor's Choice Awards, the best sedans, hatchbacks, coupes, and convertibles.
From car and driver, they have the Alfa Romeo.
The Giulia.
Yes, that's a hot-looking car.
Transcends feedback from controls, engaging, handling, and exhaust note. And the lows were reliability woes, interior distinctly not luxurious, and poor rear seat legroom.
That is they had one of those at the Costco for the Costco car.
The
whatever.
Quadriglio.
Looks like still an Alpha and a hot little car.
Centerfold bodywork, Herculean performance, and surprisingly livable ride. No manual transmission, mediocre cabin quality, and dubious reliability. Hate it when things are dubious.
Okay.
Audi A5 Sportsback.
I like it.
Cargo-friendly rear hatch. Strong powertrains. Superb build quality, as anything
You'd
with
expect
Audi
for
is.
German.
Yeah.
Interior lacks luxuriousness, which you would expect on an Audi.
From
Tight back
Germans,
leather seats.
from Germans that said, "Why do you need cup holders? You're driving."
Yes.
Who would have thought?
Lacks internal cabin storage.
Okay, so you can't keep shit with you. The Audi A6.
What's wrong?
Strong performance numbers,
I
dazzling
would imagine.
dashboard, and quiet competence. Barely evolved exterior design, dull to drive, and engine lacks character.
That one in the middle right there is the worst. Dull to drive.
Dull to drive, I get, but how does an engine lack character. Does it not grumble enough?
The dull to drive. The dull to drive. I'm thinking the suspension is killing them. And the
Maybe
engine is just like, it
quiet.
doesn't know what to do. We'd have to see what the engine...
yeah, that's just disappointing. The A7.
Go back up to the reviews, specs, and pricing right there. See if that link can take us anywhere. Let's see why the engine is such shit. Wow, $50,000.
Smooth engine, high-tech cabin, premium.
Oh, you're not going to view specs.
Let's see here. 2 liter. Oh, God, it's a four-cylinder 2 liter.
That's why. Oh.
Turbo or not.
Turbo or not, it's still going to
Yeah, no.
be a big, slow...
Audi A7, sophisticated styling, comprehensive operation, cohesive operation, if I could read, and the state-of-art technology. Are the
Looks
lines.
exactly like the old A7. Who'd have thought?
Maybe too subdued, distracting infotainment.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah.
get rid of the disco balls.
Yeah.
The A8,
They're all over this place, aren't they? Well,
state-of-the-art interior, excellent ride comfort, and very quiet interior. The exterior is too subtle for a flagship. Autonomous techs need work, and the screens are fuzzy. Maybe take away the shag interior on the screens.
I think they tried to
they mean
skimp on the
video
screen.
They mean
We
video.
don't really need that. Let's just put some crap in
I
there.
thought it was just like a fuzzy screen, like a teddy bear, just like the screen's really fuzzy.
Yes, they don't have furry screens yet. The Genesis G70.
Athletics V6 option, sharp handling and handsome. I've never seen a car mentioned as handsome before.
I'd say it's not ugly, but it's not pretty.
Small
It's-
back seat, lackluster
Four-cylinder engine. Manual doesn't make it any better.
It doesn't add to the experience, and whether you have a manual or an
It's not
automatic, you're
horrible
still
looking
going to
car.
hate that four-cylinder engine.
It's not horrible. BMW 2 Series.
Yeah, man.
Great turbocharged engine. Great to drive.
Yep.
Great to look at. I agree. That's why you buy it.
Interior is cramped. The
Yeah.
tech becomes outdated and only available
All
as a
right.
two-door.
The interior would be cramped for Jeremy Clarkson, not Richard Hammond, I think.
Yeah, but even still, it's a two-door. So you're not working with a lot of space to begin with. And
How many times do you often drive 4 people around in your car? When was the last time?
Not very often, but for a more popular person than I, maybe that's a problem. That's the interior being cramped. I don't like being.
Those people
I'm
drive.
not claustrophobic,
Those people drive SUVs, so you can
but I
fit
do
7.
appreciate an interior that makes me feel like a big person.
Okay.
Next, we have the BMW M5, a supercar acceleration. Finally, a driver's car again. Now has all-wheel drive. The low.
No manual
Say it.
transmission. Engine noise could be.
More visceral. That's probably they've tried to make the interior more quieter.
Yeah,
To where in this kind of car, you don't want it
because
to be
it's a
quiet.
step up.
You want to hear the engine.
It should be faster, but
That was my
someone
problem
who
with my
buys it wants
GTI.
something nice
It was
and
too
quiet.
quiet in the interior, and when you really
Too
wanted to
quiet.
stomp on it, you could barely
You
hear
don't.
that engine.
You really want to hear it. That is when you want to hear.
They're
that
going
stuff.
for quietness in the cabin, but not all cars you want very quiet.
I think they're going for very old, Mark.
BMW M2 competition,
Okay.
increasing incredible.
That
performance.
looks like a driver's car.
Sharp
right
reflexes, standard manual transmission. The low
there. Harsh ride. Dull interior materials. That's because it's a track car.
God.
Mid something
Mid
is
M240i is better, but the just hearing
Okay.
the harsh ride, especially living in Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
that makes my ass hurt already. I don't
It
care
can't-
how more comfortable your seats are.
It
I hear
can't. It
harsh
can't be
ride.
worse than my Nissan. It
Harsh
really
ride
can't.
just means
Nissan, I
you're
love
gonna
you.
be-
Your suspension really works.
Ugh.
The Camaro ZL1. The highs are
It's a
Corvette Z06 engine,
Yeah.
supercar track performance,
Unbeatable.
nearly unbeatable value.
terrible outward visibility, cramped interior, and it's still a Camaro.
It doesn't look like you're going to be seeing pretty much anything.
That's why, because of that all the small, tiny
and that front looks so big.
It's like Chevy wants you to think you're a medieval knight, to where they'll just give you slits for your eyes to look out of.
Yeah.
Like, no, we want a big fucking windshield.
Oh, well.
Corvette?
Chevy Corvette.
Good
What do
luck
we got
backing up.
here?
Sports car look, powerful V8 engine, daily drivable ride quality.
Lows
And,
are
interior looks and feels cheap. Targa roof is heavy. Nearly no interior storage space. Why do people care so much about the storage space on the interior?
It's not a car.
You have
right.
seats. Put
you
it on the seats.
You can drive it every day, but it's why?
Yeah, no.
You could get a hot hatch or something.
Z06, amazing performance for the money. Thrilling supercharged engine, endless grip, and dated cheap interior.
But there are lows to counter those highs. Dated, cheap interior, lacks refinement. 755 horsepower ZR1 causes envy. What a shame.
I think that's them being cheeky.
Yep.
So the Corvette ZR1,
Hold on,
monstrous.
did we just cover this? What is that? The LR1?
Z06 and the ZR1. Completely different stories. 755 horsepower V8 engine, as opposed to the 754 horsepower ZR1 engine.
All right, whatever. Just.
So slow shifting automatic, interior smells like plastic, and wing compromises practicality.
Yeah, and that back quarter panel looks stupid. Chevy Spark. We always like a good, reasonably priced car.
More like a fizzle. We did see this at the auto show. Lots of features.
Some say see nothing. I see endless potential.
Comfortable ride in 38 miles per gallon for the highway if you're that dad just trying to get to work.
That's really good.
And small rear seat, limited cargo space because it's a tiny little Chevy Spark.
Slow acceleration.
What did you think you were buying? A TARDIS? It's a fucking Chevy Spark! You know, there's limited cargo space. Oh, you mean because it's a Chevy Spark? Well, I mean, the rear seat's kind of small. Oh, you mean because it's a Chevy
Click
Spark?
on the reviews. Click on the review. Yeah, I'm going to read some reviews.
My God. Like, it's a Chevy Spark. 14,000. That's
wow. That
is
you know what? That's really good. That's really cheap.
Nothing else is small and this affordable.
Reviews.
Is this good. So
are the reviews down?
Overview. Let's see. Pricing. Wow, the top.
All the way up to 17,000.
Engine, 5-speed manual, so you can get that in there. No, there's no actual reviews.
Oh, I wanted to read the reviews. Oh well.
On that bombshell. The Chevy Volt, best in class all electric range, user friendly touchscreen, and comfy front seats.
I will say this about Chevy.
Fuck the people in the back.
I like the way their car that looks.
Hope you don't have anywhere to go because one of the lows is no fast charging technology and low rent interior.
Really? No. Nope.
Ford Mustang.
Oh, Ford Mustang.
Kind of looks like a slick back greaser look haircut.
Oh yeah, that looks.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like.
Excellent V8. Bang for your buck performance, and Bullet Special Edition is back. Cheap interior pieces. 4-cylinder with the 10-speed automatic feels uncoordinated. Like a person with 2 left feet.
A 10-speed automatic?
Next year's going to be a 57-speed automatic. And it's going to feel like...
That engine is going to be so... No wonder it lacks coordination. It doesn't know what the fuck it's doing.
It's going to feel like a giraffe
the
running...
speed for the love of God!
It's gonna feel like a giraffe running with clown shoes. And it's going to be hunting all over the place. So... check out for your 157-speed transmission coming soon from Ford. The Shelby GT350, as Vader comments in about our lack of power, and the Ford's incredible track performance, immensely good ride, and an ungodly exhaust note. Low rent interior materials. Brakes are too touchy.
Not as quick.
The first
as
test
the
driver's lips are still imprinted on the front on the windshield.
Oh, okay. Not as quick as a competition. I'm guessing they're saying the Corvette.
Yeah. Genesis G90. This is the one where we said very cheap looking interior. It's a quiet interior, refined powertrain, superb value proposition, smooth ride, but lacks branch cratchit. Ride can be floaty. Fewer tech features than competitors. And the Honda Accord, which we talked about, excellent engines, high quality and spacious interior.
Hey, there you go.
Comfortable ride, lacking interior storage space. Jesus Christ, who needs to pack luggage when you're getting in a fucking car? Like, oh, this is great, but I can't fit my ski boat in here. Like,
Yeah,
why do you need
I don't
interior
fit
storage?
a lot more than this.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's all you need.
Good.
And you got seats for that.
Traveling, my suitcase, 5 days, not a lot bigger than
Now, they
this.
do say that the hybrid can be noisy.
Okay.
And then the Honda Hybrid, better value than the Toyota Camry Hybrid. Lots of standard
Oh,
features,
okay.
surprisingly quick for a hybrid.
Well, obviously.
Powertrain is noisy, weak brakes, and
Oh,
doesn't
so-
advertise your environmentally friendly intentions.
It's perfectly fine
But you got
unless you want to stop.
but you got noisy brakes.
Yeah.
The Honda Civic sedan.
Highs are one of the best family sedans money can buy. Roomy trunk space, standard safety features, yet there are lows. Rear seat lacks USB port. Oh, when
Heaven
you're
forbid. What did you do when we were going on a trip when we were younger and we didn't have USB support?
Sat in the back and wished I didn't have to go.
My God. Like,
Lower
how barbaric.
lower trim lacks features. What? Hold on.
It doesn't have a cup holder.
Did I read that right?
Yeah, lower trims lack featers.
What features do you?
The
Okay.
lower trims, like it lacks, like
What do you want?
rear view cam or like blue CarPlay or different kind of
It
features.
doesn't look like it has that lane assist. and the
subpar
other
braking
one.
performance,
Oh, no.
which is not a good look. But
I want my car to stop.
The coupe is fun to drive. Optional turbo engine is efficient and powerful. Standard safety features, although the rear seat is cramped and lacks USB supports once again. Hard to get.
Oh no, the USB support.
First And the second comment here, hard to get in the rear seat. It's a fucking coupe. They're all hard to get into. It's got 2 doors. 2.
The horrible thing about they're really stretching when I don't know.
And it's hard to get into.
It's hard to get into in the back.
Yeah, you're right, Charlie.
You know what? My
I'll
bag's
add that
not
in
going to
there, too.
complain. There you go.
Yeah.
He's not going to complain.
Oh
Lincoln's
yeah,
not going to
and,
complain.
weak
No,
brakes.
he will. He will complain. He hates the car. Honda Civic hatchback.
180 horsepower.
Sports trim gets the 108 horsepower engine.
180 horsepower engine, roomy interior, cargo
Oh, yeah,
area,
it's really
excellent to drive. Interior has too many hard plastics.
Base information system
What
is
an
terrible. They tried to, when they wrote that, they're like, we gotta say something better than this. And they're like, I can't. I'm sorry.
Opting
I
for the
can't.
manual yields fewer features and amenities like every other single car. The SI, tremendous performance bargain, practical interior, slick shifting manual, engine note fails to stir passion, no hatchback, and no assist tech for the driver. And the coupe, the 2-door, it's probably hard to get in the back or has cramped rear seats. No
Yeah.
way. Almost like it's a coupe.
Lacks driver assistant tech. Okay.
Because the driver is probably good enough.
Pleasingly powerful engine.
Yeah. The R-Type, unreal handling, near perfect powertrain, excellent.
The wing that keeps the car on the ground, you can't see out the back. You don't need to see out the back. That's where the losers
Well,
are.
if it had more driver assist technology, you'd probably have a rear view camera and you wouldn't care about that wing.
But they won't be able to see you do this.
The Honda Insight, smooth acceleration, 51 miles per gallon rating, which is very impressive.
Wow.
Comfortable ride.
Holy
Engine
shit.
sounds strained at speeds. lacks hybrid visual cues, pricier than a Civic. So it sounds like a fat man running 50 miles an hour, but it does get 51 miles per gallon.
If you're looking for
Good
Go
luck
ahead.
in that one.
the Hyundai something Japanese, it's a
Korean.
hatchback.
Korean. Inoik.
Whatever.
Desirable standard
Sorry.
features, hatchback practicality, engine has 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, sluggish acceleration, plug-in model has less cargo space. How dare you? Where the fuck are they going to put it? In the cargo area.
That's where they put all the batteries.
Cheap interior materials, which we were commenting on all over the auto show. The Kia Cadence, or Cadenza.
Yes, that's the credenza. We're going to be reviewing the credenza.
It feels upscale, then it feels more upscale than its price.
Huge trunk.
Steering feels imprecise, lacking overall definitive character, and slower than competitors.
If you're looking for a lot of trunk space, get a credenza.
Yeah. The hatchback for the Kia Rio, more cargo room than the Rio sedan, no shit, because it's a hatchback. I swear, it's like they're just trying to get through this, like we are. Handling, sophistication, and interior. So
I
it's
didn't
got
know
a nice
there would be
interior.
so many.
Tight rear seat. No way, because it's a hatchback. Base model lacks driver assist. Pricier versions can't match competitors such as the Honda Civic and Mazda 3. Kia Rio. It probably has easy to access.
Quick acceleration, nice ride quality, sophisticated interior, no driver assistance. No
Tight
shit.
rear seats. No way. Hyundai Accent. It's got stuff.
Course engine note.
Cramped rear seats. Apparently nobody has a good rear seat.
We saw 41 miles to the gallon on our test.
The Stinger.
The V6.
Vast twin turbo V6, useful cargo area. It even has a juicer. And
Weak
great
brakes on
performance.
4-cylinder model. Okay. The
Veloster N.
Ooh,
Great
look at
performance value, excellent sports seats, stable and quiet at speeds, economy car cabin, less impressive without performance package, oddball doors.
The thing about this is people who are going to buy that car are buying it to like remove all your parts and put their own
God,
stuff
I really
in.
found like 74 versions of
Mazda 3. Next, I think we can.
a handsome interior.
I think we can just
All-wheel
comment on the
drive.
things that really pop.
The
Mazda 6.
quiet, near luxury interior. So once again, Mazda having the better
Back
interior.
seat, hard to fold flat.
A turbo engine on limited top trim models.
But the engine's what we care about. Oh, the Mazda Miata MX-5. Pure sports car, kite, cabin space, which shouldn't be a problem because the roof folds down. Tight trunk space, obviously.
McLaren 570S and 570 GT.
Oh, this should be good. No cargo space! You don't say!
What I want in my super fast car is cargo space. I don't care about the engine. I need cargo space, goddammit. Limited rear visibility. In that car, no way. You can't see out the rear. And it's hard to get out of. Get out of town. I'm not spending my money on that. I'm going to buy the other super small sports car.
Mercedes C43 sedan. It's a Mercedes.
Ride's too stiff, though.
Okay.
And the C63 version is quicker.
The C63 version is also a cabriolet.
Harsh ride.
Harsh ride.
Expensive.
Mercedes, you're letting us down.
And it looks lesser than the C43 model.
Wait, is that the one we just covered?
Yes.
But
So it's
all right.
quicker than the C63, but that one looks shittier than the C43.
Wait till next year. If you're going to buy a new Mercedes
And
convertible,
then the
wait till
AMG
next year.
C63 sedan, acceleration, fun to drive, looks lesser than the C43.
Stiff ride. Mercedes are going to have this. Bet you this one has a stiff ride.
E53, weak base engine, confusing infotainment menus, and cheap feeling column shifter. No word about the stiff ride.
Chock full of tech. Mercedes.
Sedans,
Blah, blah, blah. Mercedes.
Oh, a wagon.
If it has a V.
Lacks the E450's third row seat.
Lacks a V12. That's what's wrong with this wagon. I need a V12.
Mercedes.
Pricey. It's pricey.
The A-Class touchscreen has far shorter drivers. Some of the tech still needs work, so yeah.
You're not supposed to be using the touch screen when you're driving. You're supposed to be driving. Let's just get by Mercedes. So like
E-Class,
Mercedes,
E-Class, S-Class. Jesus, there are so many classes.
S-Class.
You can see how we really care towards the end of this. Nissan Altima.
There we go. There's a car.
Roomy cabin, comfortable front seats, available all week.
Ride can be harsh.
No way.
That's just Nissan.
Too much road noise from the rear passengers.
That is just Nissan.
Can't pair turbo and all-wheel drive. Wow.
Mine hasn't broken.
Porsche Boxster, limited interior storage, flimsy cup holders, and unimpressive engine noise.
That is actually a problem if you're going to buy a Boxster. I want an impressive noise. Cayenne. What do they have wrong with it?
Four-cylinder doesn't sound great. Cheap.
Noisy on highway. Four-cylinder.
Perfect performance, though.
Yeah,
and
911.
near perfect ride and handling. The 911, limited cargo room, because that's what you think of when you think
28 miles to the gallon on our highway. That's really good.
Oh, that is good for especially a 911. The GT3 RS, too focused on track performance. Arrest me looks.
Amazing 9,000 RPM.
Rear wing blocks visibility. Yet again, that goddamn...
On a race car! No!
It's almost like they're not...
Does it also come with a possible roll cage? Turbo S.
Massive amount
no
of power.
manual.
Minimal cargo room. Once again, when I think Porsche, I think cargo room.
Outback.
Minimal cargo room.
Course engine.
Plenty of cargo room. Course engine. Loud. Humdrum driving experience. Plenty of cargo.
Pretty much describes the drivers. I'm sorry.
Toyota Camry. Lots of standard driver assist tech. Roomy interior. Offers a hybrid. Low interior.
Again, brakes don't work.
And the brakes are touchy at low speeds. The Yaris sedan, which looks like his car melted in the sun. Well-made interior, fun to drive, excellent value, small rear seat. Worse fuel economy in our testing than the competitors.
Maxima, small trunk space because it's a performance car.
Roomy front seat though, and a punchy V6. Recorded impressive 32
chintzy interior bits.
That's actually really good for a V6, 32 miles per gallon.
Oh yeah, they got that shit down. Tesla.
Pricey, but not luxurious. Lack of intuitive controls. No
backseat cubbies. Oh,
I need storage space. I have things that I need to store. I need places to put them in my car. They can't go on the seat or some other wide open surface. You ingrates.
Yeah, you heard it right here. Toyota Camry Hybrid. The highs are lots of driver tech stuff and other stuff. Volkswagen Golf.
Uncompetitive driving range. High price and only available in certain states.
Okay, that would.
Limited personalization, because of course you want to personalize your car, put a big fucking mat man on the front, different stuff like that you can't do. The Golf All-Track, high quality cabins, spirited handling, and more cargo space than some SUVs. You can fit 10 dead bodies in that trunk. It doesn't say that, I just assume. And the GTI.
GTI. Center.
Power for turbo.
Small console center.
Slick transmission and a balance of comfort and performance.
Not in our driveway.
Console.
Oh, you're so funny.
Yeah.
Golf. It's a Golf.
Cost Audi money.
Another
wagon,
Golf. It's a wagon. It's like the other wagon.
Volvo. I think we're pretty much done with this list.
Yeah.
We are.
All right. In that case, we have to go heat up dinner.
So we're going to heat up dinner and get ready for our next podcast, the Triforce podcast, coming to you soon as Kelly and Old Man get here. We, of course, are Lugnutz. I am Matthew Bugirl, the Madman. To my left is Stephen Bugirl, Big Brother.
Like, subscribe below. Thank you very much. Send us all your motoring comments, questions, and motor-related experience.
Hero of Time, Link Diablo Bugirl right here over to the right. We thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you guys next week for another podcast. And As always, Lugnutz, drive on! Anybody else told you to look at their parts? That would sound weird. The Nissan Altima here, it definitely has normal door handles. You know, that's like saying, yeah, he has leprosy, but he has a 12-inch dick. I don't care!
It's perfectly fine,
But you
unless you want to stop.
But I need storage space! I have things that I need to store! I think we're pretty much done with this list.
Pizza. Pizza. Cuckoo.
And then let me pull this up. And we will go live in 3, 2, 1, go.
They would like the car guy's opinion. They listed they had the parts catalog. Let's just start that story over. What parts would have made the last? Thank you.
What was a clap? What was a clap? Nothing.
If it turns back on,
I
this is
swear to
crap.
God.
So anyway,
I got it right here. Anyway, so that way I could transfer back and forth between these two.
and we'll transition.
That way I got the transition there. I got the PowerPoint ready. I got this ready. So let me copy this. Go over here. Set this up.
You gotta sneak up on Darth Vader.
Bye.